How the rich raised their children in 1970s Italy. Soft film grain. Children playing in manicured villa gardens in Tuscany. Classical music softly playing. In 1970s, Italy, childhood for the rich wasn't about cartoons or candy. It was about grooming future aristocrats. Welcome to a world where etiquette mattered more than playgrounds, and legacy began before birth. Footage of vintage boarding schools, fencing lessons, pianos. Elite families sent their children to the most prestigious boarding schools in Europe, often in Switzerland or the Italian Alps. At age 7, it was Latin in the morning, fencing by noon, and piano before dinner. These weren't just schools, they were finishing grounds for Europe's next generation of bankers, diplomats, and designers. Private tutors in old villas, language books, a boy reading Dante. Private tutors were flown in from Oxford or Paris, teaching philosophy, multiple languages, and, yes, proper dinner conversation. By 12, a wealthy child could recite Dante, debate in French, and pick the right fork at a 10-course dinner. Cut to stylish children in designer clothes on the Amalfi Coast. Style mattered too. Children wore tailored linen from Florence, handmade shoes from Milan, and summered in villas on the Amalfi Coast, always under the careful eye of a governess. Vintage Rolls-Royce, father and son stepping out at an art gallery. By their teenage years, they weren't just students. They were apprentices to dynasties, shadowing their parents at private art auctions, boardroom lunches, and black-tie galas. Child on a marble balcony, looking out over Lake Como at sunset. To be a child of wealth in 1970s, Italy wasn't just privilege,